Hello fellow game collectors. Today I want to tell you about what is probably one of my worst pickups. And I'm not talking about the games, I'm actually talking about the store that I bought it from because of their terrible customer service. And that store I'm talking about is the Square Enix store. So first I'm going to get into the games and then I'll explain to you why I had such a terrible experience with this store. So the first game that I bought from them, it was the Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 remix. I've actually never played Kingdom Hearts before, so that's why I picked up the collection here. But I actually do own the first Kingdom Hearts, and I've had it for a number of years. I got it back in college, but I never played it because one of my friends in college would always come over to my dorm room and he played this game instead, and so I just watched him play the entire game. So I know a little bit about the game, but I never got around to playing it since I watched him play most of it. And so this collection includes so it's the original Kingdom Hearts final mix. It also has Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. This was only $8 on their store, so these were really good deals. It's just terrible store. So I picked up another Kingdom Hearts game. It's actually included on that remix. This is Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. This was $6. However, when I received this game, it wasn't sealed. So I guess that's another thing about that store. And you'll also notice that all of these are greatest hits versions, not the original Black Label, but I was kind of expecting that. Then I also picked up Kingdom Hearts 2, also for $6. I've never played this one either, but I haven't played the first one. I'm probably not actually going to play this version. I will probably pick up the Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 remix eventually whenever I beat the first one, or if I can find it on sale or something. I just picked up this and Rechain of Memories just because I wanted to have the original copies on PS2, even though they're greatest hits. Another game that I got for the PSP is the original Final Fantasy, and it's also a favorite's greatest hit. This was $3. I've played a number of versions of this game before. I've played the original NES game, which is it's actually a really good NES game for the first Final Fantasy, and I've also played the Game Boy Advance version, which has both Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on it. This is probably my favorite version. I haven't played the PSP one yet. I've heard it's just as good, but this one is also a good one to pick up if you want to play the original Final Fantasy. I've also played it on mobile, on my Android phone before, and I'm not very keen on the Square Enix remakes of their older games on mobile because they changed the graphics. It's not that original style. I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. So that was $3, and then I grabbed Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call. This is the limited edition. It has a music CD inside of it. That's the only additional thing inside of this version of the game. I actually already own this game. It's a really good game. If you like rhythm-based games and if you love Final Fantasy music, you need to play this game. It's really good. There is another Theatrhythm game for Final Fantasy. You do not need to buy it, just buy this one because this one includes all the music from the other Theatrhythm Final Fantasy game as well as the DLC, I believe. This has so much music in it, and it also has a lot of good DLC of other Square Enix games, not necessarily Final Fantasy, like Chrono Trigger and I believe Secret of Mana, and a few other games. So this was $10. I originally didn't buy it for myself, but I'm probably going to keep it now. It was going to be a Christmas present, but I didn't receive it in time, and I'll get into that in a minute. And then I was supposed to get another game, Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, for $9, but I didn't receive it with this package, and I'll get into that. So in total, I paid $33 plus $9 shipping. That's the other downside of the Square Enix store, and this is true with just anything you buy from there. They have ridiculous high prices on shipping costs, and so it was only really worth it if you bought enough games. So in total, I spent $42 on this. So why am I not going to buy from this store again? So this was actually a Black Friday purchase. I bought it. Their sale started the day before Black Friday because everyone everywhere wants to start Black Friday before Black Friday. So I bought it the day before Black Friday. It then took a week for the package to ship on December 6th, and that's understandable, Black Friday and everything. But then I received the package on December 9th, but it was the wrong order. So I began my long process of why I absolutely hate this online store. Is I had to interact with their customer service. So first thing is there's no phone number to call. There is a phone number, but it's not for this online store. It's like generic help with Square Enix products or something. So the only way you can contact them is through email. So I sent them an email on that same day, December 9th, saying that, hey, I got the wrong order. The only game I received in that wrong order package that I was supposed to get was Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, but I decided that, well, you know, I'm just going to return the whole package together instead of just keeping this one game in case there's some mix-up later. So this is a very important thing to note for later. So then on December 14th, after not receiving a response from my email of a wrong order, I emailed Square Enix again saying, hey, you know, I've got the wrong order, are you there? Then on December 17th, I received a return shipping label. So I took that and put it on the package and sent it back, and Square Enix received it on December 23rd. So then on December 30th, I hadn't heard anything at all about a replacement order, so I asked, you know, where's my replacement order? So then a week later, January 8th, I still didn't hear anything from Square Enix. So I sent them another email asking about a replacement order. And then again on January 11th, I asked, you know, am I getting a replacement order? And again on January 12th, I asked, you know, am I getting a replacement order? So then finally on January 13th, I finally received a response from Square Enix saying that I'm going to receive a replacement order. So I say, all right, cool, thanks. Then a week later, I didn't receive any tracking information, so I emailed Square Enix again saying, hey, you know, you got some tracking information for this replacement order so I can know like when to expect this. So then on January 19th, I emailed them again saying, you know, I need some tracking information. You know, are you there? Come on, talk to me. And again, I sent another email on January 20th asking the same thing. So then on January 21st, they finally respond saying that, you know, the order's going to ship. But one game is out of stock, and I bet you can't guess which one it is. That would be Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. So I'm told I'm going to receive a partial refund. So I reply saying, you know, thanks, and, you know, I can wait for a restock because at this point, you know, what's another week? You know, as long as it's taking between each email conversation with them. So then on January 22nd, Square Enix tells me no, but I will receive a refund. And later that day, I finally did receive shipping information for my replacement order. However, so I get my package on January 28th, and it's the right package. You know, I got the rest of these games here that I was expecting, but the story isn't over yet. So on January 29th, I emailed Square Enix saying, you know, I've received my order, but I haven't received a partial refund yet. So then on February 1st, Square Enix replies saying that it will take 10 to 15 days to get a refund. And I'm like, why? I've never had anyone say it's going to take 10 to 15 days to get a refund, you know, from anywhere. It doesn't matter no store have I ever been to that's been the case. So after waiting a week, I began to get angry. So I sent Square Enix another email on February 8th saying that, this is unacceptable, and it has been 19 days since the initial refund mentioned on January 21st. So, I'm just fed up with it at this point. And lo and behold, still no response. So on February 9th, I tell Square Enix, I'm going to initiate a chargeback if the refund isn't received by February 12th, which was a Friday at the end of that week. And that same day, I started my PayPal dispute. So on February 10th, I sent my last email to Square Enix saying, I opened a PayPal claim and I'm going to escalate this on February 12th. And surprise, surprise, I didn't hear anything else from the customer service. So on February 12th, I escalated the claim on PayPal. And then, hey, what do you know? Finally, that same day, Square Enix finally decided to resolve the dispute by offering the $9 back for Valkyrie profile length. So it took a PayPal claim and dispute in order to get my money back for this order. So in total, it took 3 months to receive my correct package and refund. That's insane. Compared to Amazon's customer service, that's just outrageous. Amazon, anytime I have an issue with Amazon, I just send them an email. I get an email back, usually within the next hour or two, if not the same day, the worst case. And Amazon will always say, here's an extra free month of Amazon Prime. Sorry we missed your guaranteed delivery date or whatever. So was it worth going through all of this trouble and pain to get these games? And no, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it at all. It was a really good deal, but it took 3 months for me to resolve this entire mess. And it's a really big shame because I'm a really big Square Enix fan, and I'm really disappointed in the customer service experience I had with their store. So anyways, that's all of my ranting. If you ever decide to buy from Square Enix's store, just a word of caution. If you ever have a mistake or problem with your order, expect a week or two between each response from their customer service, which just blows my mind that in today's age that happens. But I guess that's what happens when you outsource your store to another company, because this was actually done through I believe it's Pepita Store or something. It's something like that is what Square Enix uses. So anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And remember, you gotta get the power up to beat the game.